not going to believe this! Corsair has made a gaming monitor! It certainly was not an announcement that I was expecting at all. And the great news is that they've done a cracking job at creating something that's great. It is a super premium display that hits all of the right notes for PC gamers, and if you do decide to buy one, I don't think you're likely to be disappointed. Unfortunately, however, I'm definitely feeling a little bit melancholic here, because despite the very strong words about this display, it's not actually a monitor that I would recommend to you guys. Yet. Let me explain everything that you need to know after a short word from this video's sponsor. NZXT has the ecosystem to build the perfect gaming PC. Build an incredibly clean setup with NZXT's range of cases, starting with a tiny H1 all the way up to the behemoth H710i, all of which look incredible. They're super easy to build in, come with the latest features, and let you fit masses of powerful hardware. Level up your gaming PC today with that link down below. Corsair calls this display the Xeneon, which is definitely a very cool name I guess, but it's what's underneath that is far more interesting. Targeting the sweet spot of PC gaming, you'll find a 32-inch display size with a resolution of 2560 by 1440, all running at a beautiful 165Hz. Obviously this means it's not quite as sharp as a 4K panel, but I think that for gaming, honestly it's ideal, plus it is much easier to drive. The main thing to bear in mind here is just how much sharper a native 1440p panel is versus a 4K one, but that's been scaled down. It's simple mathematics after all. One 1080p pixel could become 4 UHD ones, but 4K pixels aren't directly divisible into Quad HD, thus you get a little bit of blurry scaling. Of course, this approach does come with some obvious disadvantages though, mainly being if you are going to be watching TVs or movies on this thing, or maybe hooking up a Series X or a PlayStation 5, then you might not be getting the full potential out of this. There'll be some extra resolution that you just have to leave on the table. Let's double down on gaming though, as this is the sole reason that 99% of you would choose to buy this. And on the whole, it's probably up there with some of the very best Quad HD displays I've ever used. I put this through its paces in all sorts of games, gentle strategy like Surviving Mars, super fast action racing sim F1 2021, and of course some serious FPS with Apex Legends. Right off the bat, input lag was brilliant, with a slick and responsive feel to mouse movements as I ploughed into the Apex arenas. It's FreeSync Premium and G-Sync compatible, not officially, but it is early days, and both work by reducing the stutter and tearing that you'll see in games, and in my experience it's worked rather well. It stands to reason that 165Hz is hardly a headline breaker anymore, but it's certainly no less important, as having that extra fluidity and connection to the game makes all of the difference between victory and failure. You're able to react faster in all situations, and thanks to Corsair's choice of 1440p resolution, I think most of you will actually be able to use this thing. Technically speaking, blur levels are handled very well. There's no real sign of inverse ghosting or excess trailing when viewing Test UFO. I don't believe it's quite as good as the latest LG panels though, and because this is only 165Hz, it's not the absolute fastest that I've ever seen. 240 or 360Hz panels do exist, and for those with serious hardware, they will offer an even slicker experience. Where this monitor starts to set itself aside from some of its competition, however, is all down to image quality, and in a word, this thing is fabulous. The IPS panel is absolutely stunning, there's no other word for it, and thanks to the 100% of the sRGB and Adobe RGB color spaces, this is actually perfect for anyone that wants to do serious color work too. I did need to calibrate it for the best results and it was a little bit red out the box, but other than that, no real complaints from me at all. Corsair has also tried to make this stand out from the crowd a little bit with a few more unique features. The physical stand is one of these, and it's a breath of fresh air to tell you the truth. It's solid, it's adjustable in all but 90-degree pivot, and it looks great. Even the cable management system is a little bit different. Sure, it does look a bit naff from the back, but it makes the front look super clean, so well done Corsair. There's DisplayPort, 2 HDMI 2.0s and USB-C, so plenty of modern ports. And on the top, you actually also have a screw mount that you can use for cameras or mic accessories, with an adapter sold separately if you want to use an Elgato multi-mount. On top of this, you have a 3-year warranty and a 0 dead pixel policy, iQ integration when connected via USB-C, and even Stream Deck and iQ Nexus support if you want to go fully down the Corsair rabbit hole. Now, all of these things are cool, some definitely more than others. But in my opinion, things like having a mount at the top or iQ integration when you use USB-C They're being touted as features, but who is actually going to use them? Ultimately, what problem do they overcome? What is unique to this Corsair monitor that you can't find elsewhere? And how much value does that actually add to this display? Because now is the time to talk about the big two drawbacks, and ultimately the reason that I can't really recommend this just yet. The first is a biggie for some, and well, a smallie for others: HDR performance. This will indeed accept an HDR signal, and thanks to the rich IPS panel, it may well be worth enabling in certain games, but due to the lack of an advanced backlight and subpar brightness, this isn't going to blow anybody's minds, just your wallet. High dynamic range is supposed to make scenes look more lifelike with superior contrast, highlights that engage, shadows that induce a little bit of mystery, but on this it's just way too flat to be called a feature. This wouldn't really be an issue if the price matched the performance, but sadly this ain't the case, because ladies and gentlemen, this is £699, $799 RRP. I'm sorry, but that is just way off the mark. When you think of all of the other things that you could get for that amount of money, it just doesn't make sense. If you want to go for the LG GP850, then its street price at the moment is around about £400, but the RRP is $500. Yes, it doesn't have IQ integration or a screw hole at the top of its stand, but the gaming experience will be perceivably identical to most of its buyers. Yes, I understand that this panel is probably quite expensive, it is a little bit more niche, but if you go for an Acer, you can maybe get a 240Hz monitor for the same sort of money, you could get one that has better HDR performance, and if you're willing to go for a 27-inch display, you could get something that's pretty much half the price of this, but again, very similar performance. Ultimately, the Corsair Xeneon is indeed a cracking monitor that gets almost everything right. It fuses amazing image quality with sublime motion clarity, and it wraps it up in a rather posh, Corsair-scented package. But my advice here is pretty straightforward. Wait. Hold off buying this because I honestly think it is going to drop in price. I think they've done a really good job and they've set themselves apart from some of the competition by offering some more features, by offering that premium design. I think the panel choice is just a little bit odd. It brings the whole price up, and at the moment I do think it is a little bit too expensive to recommend. Current pricing on this display can be found with my Amazon affiliate links listed down below, and if you're game for a little cheeky like and subscribe, that would be massively appreciated. And of course, while you're down there, don't forget to grab some NZXT goodies. NZXT Kraken liquid coolers are the best looking AIOs in the market, with a Z range featuring a stunning high resolution display that gives you real-time readouts of your PC vitals, or just the silliest GIF you can find. They come in a range of sizes to fit any build, and they keep your PC running cool and quiet. Learn a little bit more today with that link down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.